Hello, everyone. We are back with another Sixth Scale Unfiltered. And yes, you're not seeing wrong. You see, Eris here with me because we're gonna have a fantastic night tonight. I have Eris so far. We're still waiting for my two guests. We had a really hectic, crazy day at work, and everyone is commuting, trying to get home the fast we could, and we're here. Eris, what's up, my friend? Thank you for joining us again.
Look, it has been a crazy day, and I've got a lot of drinks here. Even
Mm-mm-mm.
got the Jawa juice. Let's go, baby.
Mm-mm-mm. Man, I'm telling you, this is gonna be a ride. There's a lot of things going on. We're just gonna have a interesting show like the one that we got last week, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna say hi to everyone on the chat in just a second, but I just want to say thank you to you guys because I was in the bus commuting home, and I'm thinking, wow, when I started my channel like a year and change ago, I never thought I'm gonna have people like sending me messages, asking me questions, follow me on my channel, sending me messages on Instagram. So, as I always said, I would not be here if wouldn't be without you guys. So thank you so much
Mhm.
for your support. You guys are the best, and thank you for holding off. Thank you for waiting. I know I'm late. I said 8 o'clock. I always stick to my time, but man, there was a lot of traffic in the street. I don't know what the hell. Everyone decided to go to work today, I guess.
They're all rushing to get these Hot Toys
Mm-mm-mm.
pre-orders, don't they?
Oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. But as always, as every stream, I'm gonna say hi to the people on the chat. We have Jerry Gomez in the house. Thank you, my friend, for joining us. We have Tukatri. We have Adrian Magana in the house. Lane Kramer. Lane is here. Montgomery Designs. We have Caroline Castro. Braulio in the house. Zeno. We have the third party reviews, my friend Joao, which actually I'm gonna have Joao next week, hopefully. In the stream he does third party reviews and he's actually pretty good. So you'll see when you see it, you know what I mean. Rebels
Hmm.
come, welcome. DT Artman, welcome, and obviously welcome to everyone watching right now, here or around the world. Doesn't matter. Easy is joining us a bit late today. Fabio is joining us a bit late today, so let's just start, man. We need to start the show.
It's just up to us lowly too. What in the world
I
can
know,
we
right?
talk about? It's not like there's any pre-orders out
There's
there going
not,
on.
there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about. I think we should just end the stream right now because there's really nothing to talk about. And
Well,
of
we
course,
could.
I'm kidding.
Where's Fabio's collection video? We could talk about that.
Oh well, that's gonna, we're gonna need another 20 episodes to go over that because that's another topic. But yeah, so you know, I think you saw my banner, right? I'm always like very. It's not clickbait, just saying. I
Yeah,
just
that
like,
wasn't very. I was very intrigued by that
right?
banner, and I was like, "Oh, I'm on this show. I can't wait to
Mm, mm,
find out
mm.
the
Yeah,
Maestro has in store."
man, I'm telling you, man. We I don't think we're seeing nothing yet. I think there's more to come,
Hmm.
and it's been kind of slow for the past couple of weeks if you think about it. No, in terms of releasing because they've been consistent releasing figures so far every week. But in terms of the quantity that we should expect, and that's something that a lot of collectors are thinking about. Obviously, if you plan ahead, you are definitely away. I'm sorry, definitely ahead of your game. No, away, ahead. You're definitely ahead of your game if you plan yourself, with your spreadsheets, with your notebooks, whatever. You're ahead of your game. If you haven't planned ahead, then that's something that you need to make decisions. And decisions sometimes are tougher, right? Which one should I get? Should I get this one or should I get that one? At the end of the day, your wallet is the one who makes the decisions. And of course, the missus, if you are married, or your partner, significant other, whoever, will help you to make the decision.
It's a
But
rough road if you
it
don't have that
is
planned. Yeah.
it is a rough road, man. It is a rough road. I guess maybe we can have this small section as tips to collectors, right? So Eric, since you are the guru of numbers, right? We know that you have this beautiful website, sixthcantina.com. Um, how do you plan for for this, when the wave hits, like if there's so many pre-orders, how do you plan? What is your game plan? Do you have a spreadsheet? Do you use a notebook? Do you use your, I don't know, piece of paper? What can you share to the viewers, to the new collectors out there?
Well, The first thing is I kind of know what I want and what I don't want, and what I want to build in a particular collection, whether it's like from collecting a Hot Toys line or a Sideshow line or a Jack's Pacific line or a Black Series line or so on and so forth. So I could kind of go that route, and I would know with something like Hot Toys where I'm going to go first. So for me, for me, it's simple in the fact that with them being so pricey, I already know. Is it possible
Mm.
that the Dark Jedi can purchase every Hot Toy figure? And I say no. So I have to kind of plan on what I'm going to get and what I'm looking for. Now, you can have the best laid plans. It can be perfect. And yes, I have a spreadsheet. And yes, I got all the figures listed. And yes, I got all the prices I paid for it there. And yes, I know all the secondary market prices and all my projections. And then all the figures I think I'm going to get. But then Hot Toys will come out with a announcement or a figure earlier than anticipated that's not within the budget. And that's when you have to make a decision where you're like, can you afford that now? Can you splurge a little bit? Do you have to subtract a figure? Because you're planning for that figure, like the 2-pack of Boba Fett,
Right.
next June in 2022. And do I have to subtract a couple that I was going to get now? So I do things of that nature, but it's really not, to me, it's not stressful at all. It's a lot of fun because the more selection, the better it is. There's no way I would get every one of them anyway. They can have 1,000 out. They can have 80 out. Doesn't matter to me.
That's a good point. Decisions. That's where it comes with, right? Decisions. I just want to give a shout out to Rebel Scum. Greetings from Peru, Dante and Aries. Do you guys think we will ever see a Cat Bane from Hot Toys? I will love Howard. Wait, what? I will love Howard long time. I will love Howard long time. Well, first of all, thank you, my friend, for the message. Greetings to my country, Peru. I'm Peruvian. I don't know if you know that, but I'm Peruvian, 100%. Alianza Lima Corazon. Um, so that's a good question. That's a good question. I'm gonna go this one with Eris because we talk about this all the time, right? Do you think we're gonna see a Cat Bane?
And I would love Howard a long time too, Mr. Howard Chan. And I say, yes, we are going to get Cad Bane. Look, you already seen him in the Bad Batch, and I think that Favreau and Filoni are going to bring this character in some live series content for sure. You're going to get a Cad Bane for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it is a matter of time, but I think we're gonna start seeing those characters. I mean, Star Wars is huge, man, and there's so many really good characters that you can explore. So it is very possible that we're gonna see a Cat Bane. How Toys Collector, hi from Singapore. How you doing? Thank you for watching us from the other part of the world, my friend. We're in the US. Very happy. We got a lot of rain yesterday, though. I'm in New York.
And
We got a lot of rain.
well, think about it, Dante. Too. Just going back to Cad Bane, and look at how good these animated series, these Clone Wars figures, are doing right now. The 501st still in the top 4, only overtaken by Rex. And what's going to happen with Ahsoka when that drops? And that's going to be up at 1 or number 2 and probably catapult Rex more and the rest of those 501st out there. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't even started a Rebels line yet because I think that they're going to. That's another big thing. But until they prove that these are not going to sell, you're going to get stuff like Cad Bane.
Yeah, I agree. And also think about this, right? And I think we discussed this in the previous live stream too. I think somebody mentioned this, but it was a good point. Oh, actually, it was Kiko who mentioned this. Before a figure is released, before they decide to put anything out there, they need to do some market research, right? They need to kind of like find out if it's gonna be a market. Yes, it's gonna be a market. Whatever the production numbers are, is always going to be a number. Is always going to be someone who's going to buy it, especially Star Wars. You can't go wrong with Star Wars. Even Bail Organa, man. They can just do Bail Organa. I'll be happy too.
Listen, Bail Organa. Bail Organa is in Rogue One. Bail Organa is in the prequels. Are you kidding me? Oh,
Jerry
Leia's
Gomez.
dad.
I know, right? Jerry Gomez says, Man of Collectibles, after watching your reviews, I just decided to go with Armor and Death Watch Mando today. Great reviews. Oh, man, thank you so much. Again, I do my reviews because I love to review figures. I love what I buy. I mean, I would be lying if I said no. I just try to be as fair as possible with my score. And sometimes sometimes I'm biased because I really love the figure so much. So I'm not ashamed to admit it. um I know a lot of people weren't happy for the articulation on the arm for the armorer. I honestly, it doesn't bother me at all, but it's just me. That's how it's just me. At the end of the day, it's you who make the decision, whether you're gonna like something or not. So I cannot tell you, and that doesn't my reviews. It's just it's just me.
I,
Do I
I
keep
I liked your review on that, and a lot of people like that figure. I will say this about that though. I do hope in the future that Hot Toys, when they're going to come out with these figures really fast, that they don't put two Phillips head screws in the bottom of the boots, and they give us maybe a little more. But you know what I'm talking about. I mean, the figure is incredible. I mean, it is to me really minor for what you're going to do with that figure, but they shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, anytime that Hatos releases a figure, you're looking for something, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
the truth of
Because
the
it's
matter is,
perfection. So you look at where's
right?
the aha? I got you.
You paying a certain amount of money for this. I mean, you're not paying $5 for this, right? If you pay $5 for something, then of course, you're gonna just gonna go with it, right? But if you pay 200, 300, 400, $500, you expect something. Obviously, nothing is gonna be perfect, but here like a really 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 good, right? And then when you start finding those issues here and there, of course we have the right to say something, right? Because we're paying money for those figures.
Mm-hmm.
It will be lying not to say anything. So me personally, again, because I was very biased, and again, I have no problem saying it because it was the truth. I love the Mandalorian line, and most likely I'm gonna
Mm.
give really good scores because I love the whole thing, and that's me again. But I try to be as fair as possible. I mean, I usually don't put tens. I think I put 110 so far, and it was Drex because I think
Rex
it deserved it big
10.
time, dude. It deserved it. I mean, the Hescope is
Dude.
fantastic, dude.
Oh,
It's
that figure's
perfect.
dope.
It's perfect. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, maybe some people might disagree, which is fine. But me personally, I think the figure is perfect. Articulation is excellent. Ratcheted joints, very nice head sculpt. Love the paint application, the armor. Yes, some people, I think Easy mentioned this in his review that is a bit greenish. It doesn't bother me, to be honest. Some people may not. It's fine. Again, this is a hobby. This is what we love. We love collecting. There's really nothing. There's really no right or wrong. If you like this figure over the other, it's okay. You don't have to like what I like. I don't have to like what you like.
This is
That's the
unfiltered,
beauty of
right?
this. It's unfiltered, yeah, we can say.
So let me tell you, how do you actually give? So I was pointing out a couple of things with the armor, but like I said, it's a really good figure. How do you actually give a really poor score to a hot toy figure? I could get if you don't like a character, like even I could hear some people say they don't like some of the Venomized stuff, or why are they doing that, or this and that. And there's some figures that I'm like, if I collected that line, I would never buy that. But when I look at it objectively, just for the art's beautiful. I mean, I don't know how you give these a poor score, like a really poor one.
Right. I mean, unless you hate, let's say, I hate Marvel. I'm not saying I am, but I'm just an example. Let's say I hate Marvel. I hate Iron Man. And then I get the figure and I say, this figure is a 4. I mean, people are gonna say, "Are you kidding me?" I mean,
Hey,
it is
what planet?
definitely not.
Yeah, it's
Even
just
if
like
I'm trying to be not objective, it is definitely not a 4.
no.
Like now we can argue about the head scope of Mark 85. That was a huge problem, right? We can argue that all day. I mean, I understand everyone's point of view. Yes, it is absolutely different from the prototype and what was given to us and all the Tony Stark madness that happened after. But it is really difficult, right? To score something like a 1 or 2. You need to be very objective in terms of like you mentioned, the art, the sculpting, whether you like the character or not. You need to be fair of what you've seen, unless articulation is trash, like what happened with the Grievous. Even though that figure was really very fragile to me, the overall look, if you don't touch the figure, it looks really nice.
You gave
So
that a
that to
decent
me,
score.
6 is
I
very
agree with it.
low. 6 is very low for a figure that you're paying $300. You know, um, I have to be as fair as possible, right? I kept it until I got my joints, and then to show you guys, and I got crap, and I said it. I wasn't happy with it. I don't think that was the right approach. I understand that they want to do something different, but they rushed to this. $10 would not make me happy. I don't think no one is happy. It's a $300 figure all in, maybe a bit more. So I think they should have done better, and that's something that they need to own it. It was a huge mistake, and they need to own it. That's how it is.
Hmm.
But before we continue, Carlos, 4.99. Thank you so much, my friend, for the super chat. Personally, I pay in full my pre-orders, and if I can't, then I'll wait until I can or is released. That's a good point. And again, there is no right or wrong way of buying figures or collecting in general. You buy what you like, you collect what you like. If you are in love with a particular line, obviously you're gonna go ahead and purchase those figures. You know, if you are a YouTube reviewer like me, that trying to get as much as we can so I can show you guys, you need to make decisions. I'm gonna keep that figure? Of course not. I mean, look the space I have. Do you think I could keep all my figures that I've reviewed so far? Of course not. What do? I sell it, raffle it, do whatever. So I
Hmm.
can get my money, I can buy another figure. That's the fact, that's the truth, right? That's what why pretending me saying, hey, look, I have 3,584 figures. I don't. If I have the space, probably would have kept everything, but I don't have the space. This is all you see. That's all I got. So yeah, be real. They give the poor score because they expect every Hot Toys figure coming out nowadays to have all the best features. Yes, and one thing about that, right? Aries, you've been collecting for quite some time. You do mainly Star Wars, of course. Um, but but you know what? It's really difficult to rate something very low unless the head sculpt is crap, right? And so far, we have to give credit where it's due. Hot Toys have been doing pretty good with the head sculpts lately.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when it comes to Hot Toys, it's like it's like the Cadillac of action figures. It's the top of the line. It's hard. Even if you don't like a character, you don't like a series, you don't like a movie, you don't like an actor, you don't like an actress, you don't like a particular alien or droid or superhero. It's probably, if it's made by Hot Toys, it's probably extremely high quality.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. When you have like some other figures or some other lines that are trying to compete, that type of thing. But yeah, unless they really mess up on a head sculpt, and even with a head sculpt, let's say that they do really mess up on the head sculpt, but everything from the neck down is, a 10 or a 9. It's still hard to really score that figure low. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it was hard for you to score the General Grievous a 6. Now, 6 is actually a pretty good score. That's over the middle. That's not even in the middle. That's going up over 5. That's 6. But when you're paying $300, that's a low score for a figure. It's hard with that.
Hard.
I don't know a hot toy that's a 5 or a 6. Do you? I mean, I just don't.
Not really. I mean, the art is just beautifully done. I mean, it's really kind of hard to give that kind of score. But be real says it's human nature. People have to complain about something. I love all my figures. It's fine. It is human nature. Yeah, we all complain. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, if you never complain, then you're lying. We all complain at one point on something. Whether it's this, whether it's that, it's just a fact. Hot Toys Collector says, so space issues for you, but if you really like a figure that just dropped and you do not have a space for it, what would you do? Well, if it's something that I really, really like, I keep it. I keep it. I put it in the box. If I don't have the space to display it, I just keep it. Because I know that if it's something that I really, really like, most likely it's something that is going to be very, very popular as well. So the likelihood of that figure being sold out sooner is very likely and very high as well. So I don't want to end up paying like double the price because I regretted not to keep it because I didn't have the space. I will have to figure it out a way. Maybe sell something that I think I don't, I no longer need. Things like that. So at the end of the day, it comes to decisions. Decisions. What are you gonna keep? What are you gonna do? Right. So it is something that I usually battle every time that I get something because I want to keep everything, man, to be sure. But sometimes I don't have the space. But that I think it is what it is, right? Decisions. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Decisions. But anyway, it was a nice segment. I think we kept 20 minutes talking about collecting in general, answering questions from the chat. But now let's talk about this guy. And this is where the fun begins, right?
Who's
We
that?
have Anakin with the poncho, with the poncho. So we were talking about this before, and I know some people don't like when I say this, but yes, my sources, uh, they told me a while ago that this figure is supposed to be coming before the target date of January, March, I think. Most likely December. That's what I was told. And another, I'm thinking about it, right? I'm looking at all these figures, Clone Wars figures. We had the 501st, we got the Coruscant Guard, Ahsoka, soon to be released, hopefully this week, fingers crossed. We have what's his name of the other guy? Help me out here. What was
Maul?
the other Maul, Darth Maul, yes. And then we have Anakin, and soon, hopefully this year, to be announced, Commander Kenobi, right?
Correct.
So that's all we have with Clone Wars, right? So to me, I think what Hatos, this is my way of seeing this, is that Hatos want to finish whatever they have right now, so they can start announcing more. And if you think about Ahsoka, Maul, Anakin, those are soon to be released, right? Now the question is, what are the chances, Aries? What are the chances that we're gonna see after all these figures are released, the Clone Wars ones, right, including this one, Ahsoka, Darth Maul, that we're gonna see more Clone Wars characters?
I think the chances are very high, and I have some statistics and some data to back that up. If you look right now, remember for over a month, the 501st, whether it was deluxe or non-deluxe, was #1 selling Star Wars hot toy. When was the last time you saw that with a trooper? The only thing that has overtaken it is that Captain Rex, and now very recently that Death Watch Mandalorian with the 501st 3 and 4. And rest assured, when that Ahsoka gets released, it's only going to catapult those 501sts and that Captain Rex even further. Hot Toys is going to look at that data. They're going to see, and they're going to hear from Sideshow. They're going to hear what's selling. They're going to know what's selling. And is it possible that they're going to be in their little boardroom and they're going to be like, should we make any more Clone Wars figures? And they're going to be like, they sold pretty well. So they're going to say, yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, they have to, right? They have a whole line to explore. Other cool characters. Maybe they can give us a younger version of Ahsoka, even younger than this one, right? I think season one. They can give us also Clone Wars Yoda. They can give us Throne. They can give us Tarkin. Maybe a Vader Clone Wars version. I mean, they can explore so many things in that line that they can make insane amount of money, and there's absolutely a market for this. A lot of people love the Clone Wars.
Yes, and Savage Opress.
The
And
Inquisitors.
Visage Ventress. I mean, come on. Other clones? We can go on and on.
I mean, they have so much in their menu.
Yeah, and the other thing that's interesting, you brought up Ahsoka. And I would like to talk about this since you have it up on the screen, but you talked about Ahsoka. They could come out with that's a season 7 of Clone Wars version of Ahsoka. They can come out with a younger one. I don't think with the Ahsoka they're going to come out with now that you're ever going to get that one again. Because I think if they do any other Ahsoka, Disney is going to want the Rosario Dawson likeness. And they'll give you a younger looking version of Rosario Dawson to be, portraited for another Clone Wars. So I think that this one that's going to come out is going to be an OG. It's going to be unique and going to be rare.
It's gonna be it's I don't like this too big. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit rare. I mean, Anakin sold well though. I mean, at the beginning it was kind of stuck in the shelves, and people were bypassing it. And again, we need to see the context when that happened, right? It was before the Mandalorian, before the
Right.
hype was up. So same with all the previous figures, like Farm Luke, even Princess Leia. We talk
Emperor.
about Emperor Tarkin, with the 2-pack, right? Han Solo and Chewie, got stuck there for a while, but then after this is a pattern, right? After the Mandalorian, which to me I think is saved Star Wars after the problem with the sequels. I'm not a big fan of the sequels, but I don't hate them to like I want to kill everyone. It's not my favorite, to be honest with you. I love the OT, obviously, but I think the Mandalorian is the show that saved Star Wars.
Oh, for
And
sure.
and that's a fact. I mean, if you deny it, I mean, it is a fact. Look at the market. Look at this. I mean, we have Grogu, right? Like you call it the new Mickey Mouse. Look at this guy. I mean, they did something smart, and now they're seeing the payback, and people reacted very positive, especially with these seasons of the Mandalorian, the first one and the second ones with Boba Fett. Are you kidding me? It's just so much. It's just so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, I
um,
mean, yeah, and but I do really think that I think they're going to come out with more Clone Wars figures because you know, are they going to come out with more Solo figures? That's going to depend on on what they do on Disney Plus but as far as Clone Wars, look how good those are selling, Dante. So they're going to come out with more because it's a seller. Until it stops selling, they won't stop making it. It's like people ask me all the time, Aries, is it possible we're going to get more clones? Are you kidding me? They might at this point sell better than like your incinerator troopers, your artillery troopers, and stuff of that nature because we've been waiting so long for clones. So I think they're going to give us a lot of that stuff until we stop buying it.
yeah, that's true. And then Pelis and Figures, or Pelis and Figuras, says Dante Gris from Colombia. Where is Pennywise? October is almost ending and nothing yet.
Halloween Sunday.
Yeah, well, Halloween is Sunday, so we still have a few more days left. I still have a feeling that we're gonna see it this week, though. I mean, I still have a feeling we're gonna see it this way. That's what I was told. And again, it can be right, it can be wrong. I'm just kind of sharing. I don't really. It doesn't bother me if it's right. If it's right, it's perfect. If it's right, if it's wrong, it's good too. I mean, I'm just sharing what I'm getting told. But I think we should see it this week, though.
I
Same
really
with
think we
same with
should.
Ahsoka. I think we will. I think we still have a few more days left. And remember, one day Hatos released 2 figures in one day. So
Let me ask you this, Dante. Is it possible you had that Anakin up on the screen? Could we actually get the Anakin? Could we get something like this before the Ahsoka, even though the Ahsoka's ready? Because they have that Anakin head sculpt done. That's a head sculpt they already have, like those two Ouroboros. So it's different paint, different hair. It's the same. It's the same thing. So I'm wondering. I'm wondering with some of these because they know we're all expecting what's next. Ahsoka, Maul, Ahsoka. Those two are coming. Tusken Raider came out of nowhere earlier than those two. Is this one? Is it possible this one could?
I don't know. What's up, brothers? Cisco Mafia Anthony. What's up, my friend? Thank you for joining us tonight. Today we have a special unfiltered show. We have Aries waiting for Fabio, waiting for Mr. Easy Company Collectibles to join. Everyone is running late. Life is life. But you know what? Now that let's just stay with the Clone Wars because people like to hear about this thing. And talking about Clone Wars, look who's here. Fabio.
What's up, guys?
Fabio, we were
What's
just
up,
talking
man?
about your collection video. What's up, my man?
Oh my god.
What you guys doing?
Good.
We're surviving, man. We're surviving. Thanks for joining us, my friend,
Oh man,
tonight.
crazy! I just literally walked in from work, so I'm like sweating still.
Yeah, we can tell you're sweating. Yeah. At least, did you eat something?
No, I ate earlier, but I'm good.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. No, just checking, just to make sure my friend ate. I actually came super late today, and just gonna swallow my food. Sit, finish everything.
Want some spatchka?
Spashka. Oh man, I need a freaking drink so bad. I'm telling you. I think I'm
There
gonna
you go.
get some tequila shots after this.
Tequila.
I'm seriously. So okay, so now that you joined, thanks to my friend for joining in. And guys, we're 62 people watching. Don't forget to liking this helps a lot. Don't forget to subscribe to Aries, subscribe to Fabio. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please. We're close to 1,000 members in our Sixth Scale Media Facebook group. So please join us tonight. Let's see if we can break 1,000 tonight. That would be awesome. Um, but let's just go back to the Clone Wars, because we were talking about Clone Wars before Fabio joined, and we spoke about this. Aries, you shared this information with me. Some of the sources that we have told us this, that there is a possibility of some changes, updates in Ahsoka's head sculpt. That was like almost a couple weeks ago, and the more days passes, the more I'm thinking, is it really going to be just a small update, or is it going to be like a whole redesign? I'm going to go with Fabio on this one first.
Again, we talk about this, getting fixed or getting upgraded or getting, I don't know why they would touch this at all. I really don't. I feel like, again, she's perfect. To me, she's perfect how she is. I feel like there is no reason to do anything to her. I don't know what they would be trying to do anyway, but hopefully they don't mess it up.
Fingers crossed. Eris, Tony Stank 2.0?
Never.
No way. Look, I agree with Fabio 100%. And yeah, I did hear that from one of my sources. And, but you take all this stuff with a grain of salt, because, they get it from a source and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to God they don't change this at all. This broke the internet. She looks gorgeous there. I think it's fantastic. The only way I think they would do this, because it would make no sense whatsoever, is if Disney forced them to, and forced their hand and said, we just signed Rosario. We know you're coming out with this and we approved it. We want an addendum and we want this to be updated more to her likeness. That's the only way that I would think that they would touch this. But I pray that they don't. And I don't think they will.
But if you think about what she looked like in the movie, she looks just like this, not Rosario Dawson. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense for them.
Yeah, it's close.
Right. So it doesn't make sense for them to want her likeness to be so much. You know what I mean? Like, for what?
I agree with you. I don't. That's the only thing I could think of, really. And but you're right. I mean, I hope they don't, because, like you said, Fabio, how many people like this, love this?
Like I said, in my opinion, she's perfect. This picture right here is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with her. Look at the lips. Look at the eyes. Look at the face. There's nothing to fix.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe, I mean, it could be also that we're overthinking too much on the information, because sometimes that's what they do. They just try to share something that probably is not true, or maybe something, so we can speculate and talk about it and see the reaction of the people, the reaction of the market, whether they're gonna do it this way or they're gonna do it the other way. Do you think they're just gonna work on one head sculpt and that's it? Probably they have two set of head sculpts right now, and they're trying to see what the people are saying about this. It is possible as well. I mean, because of Rosario Dawson, that was officially signed right after this, right? Because this happened first, and then we saw what happened with Ahsoka in the Mandalorian. So, the thing is, like, I'm thinking, maybe I'm overthinking, and that's basically probably what it is. Maybe I'm just overthinking, but this was supposed to happen like a few weeks ago. This was supposed to happen a few weeks ago, and it's been getting pushed back and pushed back. So whether maybe that update or upgrade maybe has to do something with this. Maybe it's just a small update, like we mentioned before. Nothing drastic, just a few things, a few touch-ups, kind of.
I have an idea.
Go ahead.
And again, I don't just to close this thought. Unless Disney forced their hand, it would make no sense for them to touch this. Don't fix what isn't broken.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were talking about earlier in the show. If they want to do a younger Rosario Dawson, they can do a season 1, or they can do a Rebels version or another Clone Wars version, and give you another Ahsoka young like this, and have it more, exactly her portrait, and they can make more money again. But is it possible that if they hold this carrot, this Ahsoka, and they give you like the Anakin, and they give you the Maul first, and everybody keeps like, okay, we got Maul. Well, we got Anakin before her, and then maybe even they drop that Clone Wars Obi-Wan. Ahsoka could be that carrot that's like, oh, they finally came out with it. Let me buy all of these. I don't know. I mean, from marketing, it's always like you always want what you can't get. And then, you know where I'm going with this? It can make the other pieces to the puzzle more desirable. Maybe.
That's true too. So Be Real says, funny how people cancel this Ahsoka for the Mandalorian one. This figure is a unique one. Yes, this figure is a unique one if they don't touch it. You know, if you ask me personally, only me talking, I would prefer a younger version of Rosario Dawson. But again, it's just me. It's just me. It's still unique. But if it's like that, like this, obviously it's super unique because we don't have any Hellscope like this. This is just a unique Ahsoka, period.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Fabio.
No, I was gonna say, which is, another reason why they should leave her alone, because if you're gonna have one that looks more like her, you know what I mean? Why bother with this one? Why mess this one up? But I feel like when they say that they're making, whether it's upgrades or touch-ups or whatever, I feel like they're more minor, because I don't think that they're gonna go and drastically change his whole face to do whatever. I don't think so. I don't think they'll do that at all. It would not be smart if they did, but I don't think so.
I agree with Fabio. That's my gut feeling too.
So RMD Collective says light up lightsaber feature maybe. So could it be possible that I'm gonna just play the Ares line? Is it possible that maybe the delay is not actually the upgrade or update or whatever on the Hellscope, but maybe something in the accessories?
Well, sure. And Fabio just mentioned that, something alluding to that as well, and I agree with that. I think they could. As far as it being a light up function, I'm really looking forward to the seamless arm, so I hope that they stick with that. If they want to lay on me some new innovative technology where they're going to keep that and now they're going to give me something extra, or they're going to add arms or something like that have that light up function, sure. I think that is possible. They could be adding something to it for sure, but it also could just be a thing where they're just like, let's save the big drop, because she's probably, besides Rex, the biggest drop out of all of these. You put him in one, put him out first, put out you got the 501st and him, get everyone else out, and then close the sandwich with her. I don't know. Maybe that's it. But yeah, it could be accessories.
It could be. That would be good though if they do. Rodrigo Rod Costa says, "Hey Dante, Aries, and Fabio, loving the stream. Hey, let's click on that like button. Yes, hit the like button, guys. Let's hit the like button. Let's see if we can get to maybe 60 likes to start. It's a Wednesday. I normally don't do live streams on Wednesdays, but I think it's funny, and it's fun to do this, with you guys at least a couple times a week, if I can't, right? But thank you, Rod, for the super chat. The New Zealand $5. I can't believe you're in New Zealand, man. Like, what time is it right now in New Zealand? It should be the morning, right? It's like 12 hours ahead, I think, maybe more. 18. I think it's 18 hours, I think. But thanks, my friend. I appreciate the super chat. Thanks, brah. All right, so let's talk about this guy here. And I haven't seen the show, to be honest with you. I tried. I don't connect to that show. Again, just me. Maybe I'm too old. Oh, it's 1:55 p.m. So it's about it's about 18 hours. And I have to tell you guys, and I'm gonna start with Fabio on this one. This thing looks sick.
Well, I haven't been watching all of the episodes, but I watched a few of them, and I definitely watched this one. And this thing is beautiful. I mean, for the price though is a little steep. It is die-cast, so it's it is what it is. But I just couldn't believe how amazing. Like on the show, he looks beautiful. So I can only imagine what he looks like in person.
Yeah, and I haven't seen. I probably watched the first episode and that's it, and then I just didn't connect to the show. But Damn, this guy looks insane.
You have to watch. Just go to Netflix, Disney Plus, and just watch this episode of him. It'll make you want to get him because it's freaking insane.
Really? Eris.
I have Disney Plus, obviously. I have not got a chance to see any of these shows yet, but I will be checking it out. Diecast, it's sick. I mean, for somebody who is a Marvel fan, Infinity Ultron, I mean, it just looks amazing. Again, we were talking about this in the beginning of the show. We were talking about like how it's really hard to score a Hot Toy figure low, even if you hate the character. I mean, the art. I mean, you could just look at that. I mean, I want to get this toy and I want to pose it. I want to play with it right now, even though it's not a Star Wars figure. It looks that freaking good.
No,
And
yeah.
the thing is, no, I was gonna say the thing is that even though it looks very cartoonish, very comic bookish, it still looks like such a sick figure. Just the way it looks, it's like, oh my god. You know what I mean?
And inside the helmet too, when you have that red, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's beautiful.
No, this thing.
What's the
looks
price?
sick.
It's like $400. It's crazy.
$425 with 19 cents. I'm just kidding. $425, and you have to pay shipping. Which, if you add it, I think Comic Concepts has it.
But that's Iron Man money, right? That's diecast.
Exactly. That's why. What are you gonna do? It is what it is. It's diecast, and that's their prices.
Okay, how much is in here? Hold on. I'm sorry. Let's see. It is. So Sasha has it for $425, right? So now I'm gonna go to my friend. So I do have friends. I don't know if you guys noticed. I do have really good friends in these communities. If you go to my friend Josh, comicconcepts.com, you can find this figure for $404.
Oh, wow.
Scoop.
So what are you waiting for, people?
I mean, saving every little bit counts.
Right. And just for the record, I don't get paid by Josh. And he has to pay me for this. I don't get paid by him. I don't get figures free from him.
Wait, so your pockets aren't filled right now? What do you mean?
My pockets aren't filled, man. It should be filled, but it's not.
So listen, here's a good lesson for Star Wars fans, and I already know it, and I think most of the people in the chat know it. But we keep clamoring for that C-3PO and diecast. It's probably going to be $400 something, and you're going to have the light up functions too. Now I don't know if this has light up functions.
No,
it's probably going to be around the price.
Yeah, it's gonna be like an Iron Man figure, pretty much. You can put the batteries and you can just do whatever you want.
The chest definitely lights up. The helmet probably lights up because you got the Infinity Stone on top. That whole thing is gonna light up. It's gonna be another Iron Man, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty good though. I like this figure, man. When I saw it in the morning, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was
very good looking one. And I like the fact that they're using the actual head sculpt of Vision. So it's not like they just, because I think the other figures, the Captain Carter, I think, and then the Steve Rogers, right? They were more like cartoonish.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. They're very cartoonish, but specifically this figure, this what the hell is it called? The
Infinity Ultron.
Infinity Ultron. The figure. Again, like I said, it's very cartoonish. It's very comic bookish, but again, it's a beautiful figure. Same thing with Steve Rogers. It's very, very cartoonish. That Hydra Stomper looks like it's plastic. Peggy, also. But again, I feel like because of what they are, it's not your typical likeness head sculpt. It's a cartoon head sculpt, so I feel like it's going to be a whole different world with Hot Toys, and I think it's going to sell very well.
And Fabio, you bring up a good point. There was something very attractive to me with this. This does look like a comic book figure, which to me is cool as hell.
It is. And you know what? And to Catherine raise a good point here. I'm concerned about the height. This 1 feet at the top, and especially with Spear pointing up.
Same thing with Carnage. Carnage is going to be 17 inches tall. Where are you going to put it?
Well, you need to lower your. You have a detail. There's some pieces that you can put and lower. I mean, you guys know already. I'm
Hey,
pretending like I know it, but I don't know.
my Count Dooku doesn't fit in the DTOF with the lightsaber up, so I get it.
Yeah. But hey, why do I have to worry if I'm gonna get my mojo cases? Bragging. Somebody's bragging here. Yeah, I'm gonna get my mojo cases hopefully soon. Hopefully, I've been saying that for the past 20 years. I feel like James Cameron over here. I'm gonna get it at one point, but they do take a long time to arrive. So when it comes, I'm gonna be the happiest man on earth. I'm gonna have more space. Believe it or not, everything that you can see behind me, I'm gonna probably fit it in those 8 details that I bought, because it's gonna be up to here actually. Like, so I'm gonna have more space to put more stuff. So but that's gonna be only it.
I just wanted to tell you that my collection tour was picked up by the Oscars, so I was nominated to get an Oscar. Just so you know.
Oh God, yeah, it's like doing an Avatar movie. Like he takes every 10 years to do a collection tour,
movie,
right? Just imagine the reviews, man. Like every 20 years, hey guys, like 2029. Hey guys, I just got like the Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
Check out my review exclusive. I'm like, dude,
look what's behind me right now.
Hulks.
No.
What do you have over there? Okay, show us.
I want us to see the boxes, man. Look at that, man. TMS 044.
That's the Mandalorian Ant-Man, and then this is what? This is the TA.
They're all the same.
They're all the same. What is TMS 044? Now I gotta look.
So you got that's the second one, and this is the third.
Thomas Anderson. And then he has here another Thomas Anderson figure.
This
nice.
Is the armor.
I know. Just playing around.
Yeah, so I got them tonight. So I can't wait.
Are you gonna do the unboxing and review coming soon?
I need the armor. I didn't pick her up.
Oh, she's beautiful. I can't wait.
Aries was pissed because of the
screws.
The screws underneath the feet. It's like he's gonna pose the figures like this.
I got OCD.
He's underneath, man.
I looked at that and I'm like, what the F? I'm like, I'm paying how much money? Why are there 2 screws in here? I don't know. It's an OCD thing. It's not a big deal. It really is.
No, again, everything is valid, my friend. You're the one paying for it, so you have the right to say I don't want it because I don't want to see this screw here. Perfectly fine. People didn't like the arms. I love that. I mean, for me, it was fine, but
it's the first thing that's gonna happen. I'm gonna wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, piss call, and I'm gonna be thinking in my mind, there's screws in the bottom of her foot.
I know that's the toughest part.
Is that a real thing? Is that really what's happening with her? She's got screws.
Yeah, open one right now. I dare you. Open one.
The bottom of her feet. Yes, there. When you look.
Okay, Aris, we're happy they did fix that issue.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear about that. That's why I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
You can see
but the figure's gorgeous. I mean, her leather skirt or whatever it is. The helmet looks sick. The armor.
Imagine if I was opening these boxes and they were empty.
Oh my God! Right? Like, yeah, I know, right? Let's see FABIO live unboxing.
Oh man!
And here we have the armor. The box looks very nice, and you can see here the front. This is the insert art.
This is...
You need to do it with a smile, man.
Where's the smile?
Again?
Was this a 10 or a 9?
No, don't smile. This is a 4. This is a 4. No, just kidding. I don't know. I think I gave it a 9 because I loved it. Again, I was super biased with
I can see a 9.
Yeah.
Wait,
to me, it wasn't.
It can't be a 10 because of those screws.
Oh wow, you're right. Wait, why? Why is this? Why is
Fabio,
this?
can you? We want to see what's inside the figure. Can you just take it apart, like cut it in half, and see?
Oh man.
It's called. We had to get this out for a con exclusive.
I know.
That's
right?
what it is.
No, we should call this section.
What's going to talk about it?
Where do I cut? Where do you want me to cut it?
No.
You would not cut. I give you $1,000 if you do it live.
Wait, so this is what you mean?
Yeah, screws,
I mean,
I never saw that. So why was it bothering you? What's the problem?
I don't know. It's just it's like I feel like it's like I don't know. It's like Black Series. It's
just knowing that they're there bothers you.
Yes, like they should have covered it up. It should have been like.
Yeah,
and then I started to think
you're not looking at it ever.
I know, but it's just like
it's like I know.
You know what I mean? It's like
It's just funny. Yeah,
This
but you know what? I can relate because when you see something that you don't like, that's it. That's it, man. But it looks
that
nice though.
helmet I love though. The rest of it I love.
Yeah.
a helmet, that
Show the
hair
helmet. Show
in the
the
back.
helmet. Yeah, she looks
Well, I
nice.
thought maybe in Mandalore, maybe they actually used Phillip head screws and stuff like that, and that was maybe what they used on set. And I'm like, nah, that can't be.
No,
No,
no, but you know what? I think I was watching somebody. I don't remember who it was. I think it was either Star Wars Meg or somebody that's very Star Wars like fan, super hardcore, and they mentioned that when they designed the armor, the helmet, they actually went by the actual the welders, like how they use their helmet and all that, and they made it that way, so it looks very like that.
Listen, all I could say, Howard, please take more time on that Ahsoka. If it has Phillips head screws on the bottom of the feet, I'm gonna be very upset.
Oh yeah, no, don't put screws.
No,
Don't put screws. Well, it's gonna have seamless joints though. That could be a concern for people because if you want to do some dynamic poses, you know for a fact that you cannot leave that figure longer time because something is gonna happen with the arm, and
and
that's a
it's so
fact.
sad, and it's so sad that that's even a thought. You know what I mean? Like that a figure like that people who love posing. I don't pose anything, so I don't care. But people who love to pose and there are people who are really good at posing, and they make really nice poses. The sad thing is that with these arms, with these seamless arms, like you said, the moment you leave them posed for too long, you'll end up getting cracks in the elbows. You'll end up and it sucks that they can't figure out a way to stop that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. But what can they do though? Think about it. What else can they do if
They
they
have,
do exposed joints?
they
People
have
still gonna. So we're gonna complain no matter what, whether it's seamless or it's not.
well,
That's
what I'm saying is the material. Like if they figured out a way, which I'm assuming they have to be working on it, a material to prevent, to give it that little bit of extra elasticity so it doesn't
Mhm.
rip. You know what I mean? So it's not
Mm.
tense, not so tight. It'll stretch a little bit more durable, so it doesn't rip. You know what I mean? So I feel like
So like
that's
a Phison type of because the Phisons are actually pretty good for
you
articulation and things like
compare
that.
exactly. If you compare a Fison body texture to a Hot Toys body texture,
It's different,
Fison is like a jelly. It's very
right?
very gelatin like. The Hot Toys isn't. The Hot Toys is a little more firm. So that's the difference.
That's
That's
the
why the
difference,
Fison is a lot better. When
right?
it comes to that quality because it's meant to do those poses and stretch like that.
Right. But then the prices are gonna go crazy, right, Aries? If they
Exactly.
use a Phison body, I mean, you would not
well,
pay 250 for sure. You
I don't know. I haven't heard anyone that's had a problem with Ray yet. I haven't had a problem with her. Now I keep her in a museum pose, and I might
Mhm.
change it, but maybe it is kind of more superior material and upgrade in that. I don't know. Honestly, believe it or not, what bothers me about the Clone Wars Maul figure, I mean, for me, if you're gonna get that figure, it's all about like not having the outfit on for a lot of collectors and just having the tattooed, torso, chest, and arms, and then you got the joints that are definitely exposed. If you're
Mm.
going to do it that way, I wish they would have used that with that figure. I don't know, because that would be great if it was upgraded if they did, but then you're not going to get the lighted lightsaber though, unless they give you some new technology like somebody in the chat mentioned earlier.
Oh, that will be sick. We
It'd be
need we need
sick if they
something we
could.
need something different. Yeah. So all right. So now let's talk about this figure here. And we got the short trooper from Rogue One released, right? And it made sense because those figures are kind of like easy to make and release. This one is pretty much next in the list. I don't see why delaying this. It would not make any sense. It's a Mandalorian figure. It's a short trooper. Ares. Why
They
not?
could have produced this at the same time, painting it. I mean, the material. Uh, yeah, no, I think for sure this can be one that can come out any week, and certainly before the new year, for sure. I mean, look, they just gave you the one, so I don't know if they want to wait possibly until the Rogue One, you know, they get rid of all those before they put this one out, or if it would be better for them to just put them both out. I'm not sure. but I can see this. Quick.
Fabio, why are they taking so long with this figure?
Well, it doesn't have a head sculpt, so there's no reason for them to even take long with it at all. It's pretty. I think the only difference between this one and the Rogue One Shore Trooper I'm trying to compare, actually, that it's the same exact helmet, so there's no reason for them to delay on the helmet. I don't know. I mean, it's got to be a scheduling issue with other figures. I don't think it has to do with them, having to finish the figure or anything like that. Because I could guarantee that figure's done.
Yeah. When's the due date on that, Dante?
January 2022. January to March 2022.
Yeah.
So
no, that figure's done. 100% done.
yeah, I mean, there's no point, right? They could have done both at the same time.
Exactly. But it's got to be, with scheduling and what figure, is released when, and because like you said, they could have just released them both at the same time. There's no, one has like a what's that, like a cape thing, and then the other one doesn't. You know what I mean? That's like pretty much the only difference, besides obviously little things here and there. But so there's no reason for them to be holding out to that, for that much longer at all.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. I think that one is next for sure. Has to be. I don't see why not, right? But then there's one figure that I'm literally waiting eagerly, patiently to get, and is something that a lot of people actually agree with me on this one. Wonder Woman, 1984 golden armor. She's fantastic.
I completely forget that she even exists.
I mean, especially the one with the deluxe version. I mean, look at the Haskell, man.
Those wings are beautiful, and no, she looks perfect. She looks really good too.
I mean, this one is scheduled to be out as well very soon. That was based on the list that Hatto's published, the list of delayed figures that are going to be out. I mean, I don't expect this to have a lot of pre-order numbers. I think this is definitely one in the low run. It is unique for sure.
See, it's tricky though. It's tricky when you say that, because even though the movie didn't do so well, this figure alone is insane. So I don't think it's going to go by how well the movie did. I think people are going to buy this because of the figure itself, not because of the movie, which is what a lot of people do when it comes to movies. They'll see a movie, I didn't like the movie, so I'm not going to get the figure. But I feel like this figure is way too good to pass up because of how she looks. And when are you ever going to get this again? With the wings, you know what I mean?
AKA Solo Mall. People did the same thing with that. And this is so tempting to get this.
I mean, it's just the health scope. just by looking at
what's
the
the price on this?
She looks beautiful.
She looks beautiful. Yeah, this one. Okay, so there's two versions, right? The collectors and the deluxe. Collectors is 300, right? And it doesn't come with the extended wings, and the deluxe.
Is it die cast at all?
That's a good question. I don't think it's die cast.
No, I don't think it is either. No, it's not.
No, I don't think it is die cast. It will say somewhere here die cast, but it's not die cast.
Yeah, if that thing was die cast, that thing would be with those wings. Forget it.
Yeah, at least $500.
At least.
Yeah. Now, and we're gonna talk about the space, right? How are you gonna display this if you don't have module cases per se?
Well,
you have details. So you're gonna break the glasses to the side just to put the wings sticking out.
Well, you could either display it on top of a detail. You could actually fold the wings, the open wings. You could fold them a little bit, I think, if you're really trying to fit it in a detail. Or, these big shelves. I have the Falcon with the wings wide open at the bottom of these, so they fit. But it's just, I feel like if they're adjustable, if the wings are adjustable, there should be no problem fitting them wherever you want to put it.
That's true. And to Catherine mentioned too, I wonder if the gold will degrade then. If I think there's, I mean, I can be wrong, Fabio. I know that you display stuff on top of your details. I don't do that because again I don't have that many figures, but I think it's a fair point to say, right? Do you think over time, if you have this figure out, out of the detail on top, shelf, whatever, with no type of glasses, whatever, do you think it might have some issues with maybe the paint chips or maybe the
Not at
grading
all.
on the color?
Not at all. If you're gonna have paint chips or paint issues, it's gonna be from the temperature of your room specifically.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna come. I mean, again, you don't know, but I doubt that Hot Toys is gonna send you a figure that's gonna have paint chip problems. You know what I mean? And we talked about this before because I don't know if you remember when they displayed this figure. Somebody picked up that there was a chip on the actual body of the figure, and Hot Toys removed the figure immediately, and then they replaced it with a fixed one. So, depending on what type of paint they're using, or what type of material, type of paint, or whatever it is that they're using to coat the figure, is going to be what you got to worry about. But it always comes down to where you keep the figures. It's never about. I mean, not never. It's usually mostly about how you keep your figures and how you maintain them over the material. Obviously, if you got crap material, you're going to have a crappy figure. But if you have okay material and you keep it in a crappy place, it's going to turn to crap just because nature is going to beat anything.
And I agree with him. From collecting for years on very expensive figures where time is the biggest enemy. You not only you need to have a climate controlled environment. You absolutely, if it's going to be in a man cave or something like that, where you think you need a dehumidifier, you absolutely need to get one. I got one running all the time, just for that. To make sure that blisters don't yellow and you don't get those issues. So I mean, you're almost better off. If you don't have that, you're getting figures like this. Just be real careful how you pose it. I've kept things in the box, literally. Like I don't have room to display it, but that question about what do? You could keep it in the box. You could take it out to play with it, to pose it, put it up for a little bit, put it back in the box, and with those little those things which are really good, which they come with those little packets. That help that capture the moisture,
right,
and you
the
can
salt.
use
That's why
the salt,
Silicone,
and you can store it in there,
silicone, right,
and take it out from time to time. Like if I really want something and I can't display it, that won't keep me. I'll find room somehow, but I'll just keep it in the box and take it out from here and there until I find where I want to put it.
So you will keep it.
One thing that happened to me so far, I don't have any problems with my leathers, like any of the Terminator leathers, any pants, any jackets, none of that. The one thing I did notice, was the Michael Keaton tuxedo Batman Returns figure. His undershirt obviously is going to be yellow. He's wearing a white. He's wearing a tux. It's been in the detailed shelf since I got him. Never touched him. Never pulled him out. Never went in there for anything. Completely yellow. Why? No idea. I don't know if it's from the dust. I don't know how it happened, but it just completely turned yellow. Then I started looking into how to fix it. You can literally put it in the wash, like the washer machine, and wash it and put it back up. I would
put some bleach.
Yeah, I would never, but that's what people are doing, to get rid of the yellowing, which is, I guess, what's happening.
So maybe you can do something with a figure. Maybe you can just put some bleach on products and see what happens, and then so people can be more like, oh, okay, that's what happens.
Yeah. I was just looking at that figure, Dante.
Bleach on there. Good luck.
It has a different set of wings that are in neutral mode that look sick. That hot hole, grounded angel look anyway. And so you could put on those wings, and that should fit in a DTOF easy.
Right. So, Aries, you mentioned that, if you have a figure that you like, you will put it in the box and you just leave it until you find a room, right?
Yeah.
So will you do the same thing with this one?
You almost got me to say the F word, baby.
It's a gotcha question.
Shoot, I'll go buy a fish tank, whatever it is I got to do to display this sucker in it. Oh. Man,
he will pack all his other Star Wars figures to put this one there.
I'll pack them all up.
I can see that happening. So, I'm going to start with you, Aries. Man, I can really wait for this one, man. I just can't. I want this to happen now, like tonight.
No, you may get your wish. I really think it's coming early. There's too many weird instances. Like Sideshow sent out that email. Hey, by the way, make any concessions you might need to, because, we got word that we're getting this earlier. And I was looking at that and being like, God, does that mean it's going to be in January, or are they just kind of, I literally think they can release this in Hong Kong any day. I certainly think, I know you called they're going to do it the day the series premieres on the 29th or whatever it is. I have to put words in your mouth. But I actually think it's going to be much earlier than that in Hong Kong, at least.
Fabio, can you see this guy happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow, no, but definitely,
No.
definitely soon, because like I said, we talked about how it would be great to have him before the show starts. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that would be sick, and I can wait for that figure. But there's other figures that are also set to release, and we spoke about this many times before. So, as I said, it is now or never, man. It is now or never. Just give us everything you told us in the list. Just give it to us. Let's whoever planned ahead is gonna be fine. Whoever did it, then you got the time to plan. You got the time to figure it out. Then it's gonna come to decisions, and whatever you want to get, you'll get.
Fabio brought up a really good point. I really haven't thought of it like that. How many people, I think we talked about in the last show, the Collector's Select book, because of what that 2-pack meant with Boba Fett returning from the dead, that they're just going to go ahead the first hour and buy it wherever it's available. They just want it. But because of that series, the Book of Boba Fett, how many people are just going to want that in their house when they turn on their television? Because right there, the way he said that, I'm like, I absolutely freaking want that. With that first episode on the 29th. I don't know. I think it makes sense for them for that reason too, for a lot of reasons, to get this out now.
That would be perfect.
Nothing like the feeling of watching the show and just glancing over and seeing that 2-pack just sitting there. Awesome.
Man, that would be great. That would be good. But there's more figures, right? And again, the title of this show is "It Is Now or Never," right? Where is this girl here?
Yeah,
where is Captain Marvel?
I completely forgot about her. What happened to her?
Captain Marvel
low.
Is very low, but this is the one in the list that should be out very soon. It has to be. It has to be. Again, it is now or never. It gave us everything you show on that list. And let's move on to the new wave of figures. So this one definitely coming very soon. I actually have a feeling it probably could be this week. Who knows? At this point, I would not be surprised to see a bunch of figures like in the next couple more days. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? So we probably can see a couple more, maybe Thursday and Friday, maybe one more or two more this week, and then 4 more next week. We've seen it before. Aris, what do you think about this one?
I was surprised when I was checking her out the other day. I was checking out the Captain Marvel's where it was best-selling pre-order wise, and it seemed like a lot of her stuff was low on the list. And I know that I think this actress, whatever her name is, Brie controversial. I don't know. I mean, sure. I think it's probably I would suspect. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't, because I'm not big on Marvel, and this is a big character. Is this figure, you guys think, going to be big numbers, like, or is this small numbers?
No, I think it's small numbers.
The problem with that now is, those movies are done. The hype is done, and that's a huge problem with Hot Toys. You can't wait that long to release a figure from a movie that's, you know what I mean? That's like
how old now?
It's like what, 2 years old now?
Before COVID, which is now a different lifetime, it seems
right.
like.
Yeah,
exactly what it is. So
it's part of the multiverse.
Yeah, exactly. So knowing that, there's no, you go from, the Marvel movies, the Avenger movies, all those movies, they were it during that time. That's when you release those figures. Now you have the Mandalorian being the it show, and nobody's going to go back. Oh, Marvel. Yeah, of course. You're going to have the fans who are going to love that because it's coming out. They've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. I need it. I need her to finish that shelf.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to understand that hype, though, somebody who would have most likely purchase that during the time of the movies. It's not going to go purchase that now if they're not interested. So
Yeah.
that's when the hype helps out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Lane Kramer brought a good point. Thank you, Lane, for the $5 super chat, my friend. So I got coming Krennic in a trade for IG-11 and Mysterio coming this week. Which one do you think I should open and take pictures of first?
Mm-mm-mm.
11.
No, but wait. He's saying I got coming Krennic
He
in a
traded
trade.
Krennic.
In a
And-
trade for IG-11 and Mysterio.
So someone traded him
Yes.
a Krennic for an IG. That's a really, really good trade if he got a Krennic for an IG-11.
So he says, so I got coming Krennic in a trade for IG-11 and Mysterio. Okay, so which one? I mean, I think he traded Krennic for IG-11 and Mysterio.
Question doesn't make any sense because he's saying he got one figure for 2 trades, but then he's saying which one should I first?
I know it's like a.
So it's a riddle.
Oh, he says no. I'm getting Krennic for IG-11. That's what he said.
That's a good deal.
Oh, okay. So he's getting Krennic for IG-11 and a Mysterio.
Krennic is like almost $500.
Gotcha. So he's getting Krennic for IG-11. So he traded IG-11. He's getting Krennic. Why are we discussing this like that? We're like, man, it's late in the day. We're tired and we probably don't think it's straight anymore. But which one? I mean, I really like Krennic, man. I like that Krennic figure, but also the Mysterio one, the hair sculpt, it was actually pretty nicely done, and it was a very nice surprise to see that one.
Let me tell you, that Krennic figure when it came out, it was probably one of the first figures that made me realize how much better Hot Toys is getting with their heads. Like, I saw this face and I was like, this figure looks, and I understand and I know that Hot Toys is supposed to be like, have the likeness of the characters, but this figure, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous how like exact it looks to the actor. I was like, wow. So that figure is and I remember when it came out, again, actually, no, not again, because that figure, when it came out, there was a lot of hype behind that figure, and that figure, I feel like it sold out pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, that's true. Now, can I just want to drop this here, and this is something that I was thinking on my way home today. I was kind of going through through Comic Concepts website, through Sideshow, and I was thinking, okay, so we know that this was open for pre-order, right? The Nightmare Batman and the Superman black suit. Technically, they have everything ready. There's nothing new in this. It's just different paint for the suit because Haskell body has to be the same. They have everything for the Nightmare Batman. So this again, this is just me thinking, and again, it's just, I think at this point everything is valid, right? You can this figure is supposed to release July, September next year, right? But do you honestly think, and I'm gonna start with Fabio on this one first, do you honestly think that this figure is gonna release between this time, or do you think that these two guys are probably gonna happen way before this, and probably Q1 next year? Like, look what happened with Spider-Gwen, look what happened with Venom.
I was gonna say, what's the date on there that you got expected? What? I can't see it.
July, September next year.
No, way before that. Absolutely way before that. There's no reason. Yeah, there's no reason. Like you said, this is all literally a reissue besides the suit, which is black.
Mm-hmm.
Exact same heads, both heads that you got with the original Superman. Same exact figure with the Nightmare Batman. There's no reason why we have to wait that long, and it'll come out when we least expect it, but way sooner than that.
So, Eris, now we have some precedent, right? Figures releasing way before their time. I'm not saying that this is going to happen like this year, tomorrow. I'm not. This is just a thought, food for thought. July next year, but taking in now, I can understand Cyborg because Cyborg is a totally different beast, different body. Everything is engineered from scratch, right? This one, pretty much same thing, different suit on the Superman. Is it possible that we can get that one sooner? Perhaps Q1 next year?
I think you're both right, and they're certainly doing it with the 2-pack of Boba Fett, and they already have everything done with this, which is why you're probably going to get it sooner. I definitely think you can get it the first quarter, and you have to wonder: is it possible that they're going to start people are going to start like really wondering now? Do they have a whole lot of time for their pre-orders? Because if these figures start coming out a lot earlier, I mean, there's people that do that go on payment plans or do all kinds of stuff, but it can kind of put things up in a tizzy a little bit, because it's like, wow, we're getting figures 6 months, after they announce, and especially if they produce them in low numbers, because we had, you get something like that heavy infantry Mandalorian, which I don't even think that was that low in numbers. But it was low comparably. I mean, it just goes on wait list. So you have to, I don't know.
Have to wonder, yeah. And there's another figure, and yeah, go ahead, Fabio.
No, I was just going to say what on top of what Aries was saying, how that affects me, personally. Those figures being released that much quicker, and being on a payment plan specifically. I obviously, I get 2, 3, 4s of figures, so I have to be on payment plan. I would be, stupid not to do that. How it affects me though, and I can't stand it, because I know for a fact that I'm when I know a figure gets announced, I'm constantly on Sideshow waiting to be one of the first few, people to order the figure. So I'm always on top of it for that reason. The one thing I've noticed though over time is, in the beginning, I used to get emails from Sideshow saying, we're getting this figure early. Would you like to pay it off to ship to you?
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that anymore. At least I haven't gotten a single email like that ever again in over, it has to be at least 1.5 to 2 years. Why?
Wow.
Why? I have no idea. So, what I've noticed is though, so when I called them to find out how this works, if I order first, but I'm on a payment plan, and then they get a small batch, do I get it first or do I get the warning? They were like, well, if you're on a payment plan, you don't get that. You don't get a warning. It's just for the people who are not on payment plan. So you could have ordered number 60, okay? You could have been ordered number 60, and I was number 1. But because I'm on a payment plan, you come first because you're not.
And that doesn't make sense to me. And you know why it doesn't make sense to me?
Why?
One, because they're holding your money. They already have at least 80% of the figure in their hands. I have only $25 that I pay on my pre-order. I can cancel that, lose my $25, whatever. But you're already paying 80%. So that's why, again, and we had the discussion off record as well, Fabio, about payment plans, how I work in a banking business, so that's why I guess I think in a different way, right? Of course, it is convenient if you have a bunch of figures, you pay no interest, it makes sense, perfect. But also, if you think about it, right? This is always, I will always put this example, and people always says, "Oh, that's a good point." What happens if the company goes bankrupt overnight? You lose your money. Period. You're not gonna get your money back. You're not. That's it. You're done.
Right.
That's why I don't like to do payment plans. That's my personally. I don't mind losing $25 if the company goes bankrupt. But people like my friend Fabio, who put a lot of money in it, because it's really not cheap. You think about it, right? 4 figures is not like, we talk about almost $100 per month.
When you got the deposit, you got the deposit,
right? It is risky. It is still risky.
And then, like you said, on top of that, so you have about 80% of the figure paid off. They have your money, and you still get it last. You don't even get it first. Like, that is the worst. So that's like the one thing that literally like hurts my soul from them. Because at least give me the option. All right, the figures are here. You still got 2-3 months to pay. Do you want to continue your payment plan, or do you want to pay it off so you could get it since you're first online?
Right. They should give you that option.
Choice. Yeah. But they don't give you that choice. It's like you order it first or second or third, but number 60 or 100 gets it because they're not on a payment plan.
Right, because they're gonna pay everything in full right off the bat, and you're still
Right,
making payments.
right.
But still,
But
same
you've been getting
principle.
my
They
money
already
back.
have your money.
Exactly. So that's what
You
I.
know, it's a good debate, right, Aris?
You bring up an interesting point if something went out of business with Sideshow Hot Toys dynamic. That's very interesting because if you put your non-refundable deposit with Sideshow and Hot Toys went out of business, Sideshow is going to give you that money back because they're not the ones that went out of business, although that would hurt them probably. If Sideshow went out of business and you had your non-refundable deposit with them, but Hot Toys is still cooking it over there, wouldn't that be interesting? Anyway, very interesting.
Yeah, no, very interesting. Now there's another figure that again I was just going through my phone, and I was like, okay, what should I speak about today? Because I know, give me it all in. It is now or never. And then I know this figure is not popular at all, so bear with me on this one. So this one here is pretty much forgotten. I mean, I was just looking into this today. I'm like, oh shoot, that's right. We have this figure. You know, I don't think this one has the same numbers of pre-order as Ahsoka or as Captain Rex or Mark 85. So this is definitely a super low batch. Super low batch. So what are the chances that we can see this guy out just to kind of like, okay, let me clean this?
Well, number one for me, I still haven't played the video game at all. But just looking at this figure, you don't have to play the video game. I think this figure is amazing. I think, that whole what do you call it? That cyborg look to him, and he's got the guitar, so he's like a badass with the guitar, but he's a robot. Like that whole thing just works, and I can't wait for this figure. Whether anybody got it or not doesn't matter. This thing is amazing. Look at it.
Right, it's a good looking. So this is going back to the topic that we mentioned in the front, like in the beginning of the show, about what is the score that you give when you buy stuff. I mean, this one here looks pretty good. The sculpting, the details. Now it is single joint based on the arm. You can see here it's a single joint, so probably it's gonna have people that won't like this because of that fact. Maybe that was the only option they can use for this type of body. But if you look at the whole picture, it looks kind of cool though, right, Aries?
Look at that outfit. It's beautiful.
I think I got this game and I haven't started playing it yet. Like this game is sick. Is it possible? Like seriously, like I love, but I know I know when I play this game, then I might not be at Sixth Scale Cantina for a while, but you know what I mean? Because I'll be so into it. You know what? I mean, it could be one of those things where they need to get it out. Is it possible that with the Matrix coming out with Keanu Reeves in the holidays, that they may, even though it's not related at all, that to just get any extra push, that they release it early? I think it could be a reason. Otherwise, I don't know, unless they want to delay it as long as those...
like Pennywise, for example, right? That was delayed forever.
Or some of those, Endgame figures. If they just want to get rid of it now, it would make the most sense now with the Matrix coming out, even though it's totally different.
Right, and think about this. This is, I think, is the same time as the Venom that was released, April to June, and it was released earlier, way earlier than expected. So, those are the figures that I'm saying. Like, it's now or never. Like, just do it, just freaking release it. Let's get it done with and move on to the next one, because they have to.
Give me the Bespin Luke already. Announce it. Come out with it in 1 month. Be done with it. Let's get to the Hawk Luke.
I know, right? Oh man, don't bring that topic up. That's gonna be a topic for your show, Friday.
You don't want tauntauns in your chat? I get like blasted with tauntauns everywhere.
Yeah,
you should put up a new poll. Who would buy a tauntaun? We should buy a Hot Toys tauntaun.
Pull up this one, because this one should have been done a long time ago as well, and it's nowhere near. Like, I don't know what happened to this figure too.
Hold on, let me put you solo here. Which one is that one?
This is
that Hot Toys or
no? This is Pure Arts, but this figure is like incredible too. I don't know.
Is that?
Hold on. Just look up.
You can look it up on your computer and share it, right?
No. Type in Vmail, Vmail and Yaiba or Yaiba,
How do you spell it?
Yaiba, and then it'll come up, and then just hit enter, and you'll see. So it's a guy and a girl and a motorcycle, or you could get the guy and a motorcycle. But these that one, look at that. This was supposed to be a long time ago as well, and I don't know what happened.
But this is Sideshow, right?
No. This is
Oh, who made it again? Sorry.
This is by
Light Up Jacket. Look at that.
Yeah, this is made by Pure Arts.
Pure Arts.
Yeah.
But
the point is that, like I said, I'm already on my last payment, but it's been postponed like month after month after month after months.
Really?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I didn't know about this.
Oh yeah, I got the 2-pack with the bike.
Wow, so you can complement this one with the other one, right? With the Cyberpunk.
They come together. Yeah, they come together.
I didn't play the game, so I have no idea.
And then you could use the
Damn.
exactly, and then you could use the what do you call it? The other the Keanu Reeves figure as well, and put them together with that.
Oh wow. Yeah, this is actually pretty good, man. $800, man.
That's look at that.
But look at what you're getting. You're getting 2 figures and a motorcycle. Exactly. I think, and it's limited edition too.
Look at the jackets. Look at the jackets.
Yeah, I noticed. It's light up jackets.
Look at that.
Wow.
And Sideshow is selling this.
Yep.
Selling
so I ordered this when it was up for pre-order, but
how many?
I'm waiting for it. No, just the one.
Oh, he's been humble. He's been like a normal person, just one. Yeah, but how much is it? Like $2,000. Oh yeah, that one is good. Yeah. I didn't know about this. It does look pretty good. Now Aries, I'm thinking about now. Should I order the Cyberpunk and then these guys too, so I can have those 3?
And I say yes.
No, you're supposed to say no. Man. I have no more money left, man. I'm not spending so much money. It's ridiculous. I'm serious. Then we have the 1/4 scale Batman. I mean, we can go on forever. But I just want to talk about this last figure here. And then we're gonna call it for the night because I'm super tired and I know you guys too. So thank you, everyone. Don't forget to like, because liking this video helps a lot. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to join the Facebook group, Sixth Scale Media. We're going to have a live stream, Aries, Friday, right?
Saturday,
yes. Not Friday? I thought it was Friday.
Not Friday. Remember, I changed it with you?
Oh, that's right. Oh, so I'm going to do Friday. Oh, my God.
You absolutely, you can do Friday.
Oh, maybe I can take it off. Because I think my wife is off Friday. Yeah, she's off Friday. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at this figure here. So Miles Morales. If you haven't seen the Spider-Man review that I did, you should. I know Aries, your daughters love Spider-Man, but I mean this one here is coming very soon as well. It's supposed to be on November to January this year. January next year. I can see this guy happening very soon too.
Oh yeah, well with all the just with the Spider-Man movie, coming out. What is it, on Christmas Day? I think it actually.
No, I think it's November. The No Way Home is November.
It's November. I thought it was November, actually December. Wow. So yeah, yes, it makes sense. Right now with everything Spider-Man. What happens anytime that a new movie comes out, even they release other characters that don't pertain to the movie, or are in a different type of series or whatnot, or a video game, or whatever it is, it's the time to capitalize on that. So yeah, even with those dates, I absolutely that you're saying that this is coming out. I mean, this could be any day.
Yeah, and the fact that you have so many options with this figure, Fabio. I mean, you have the suit, you have different hair sculpts.
So I ended up buying the Young Rich Miles Morales figure because what I wanted to do was, because you have so many options with this, Young Rich made exactly this one that you have up on the screen. So I
Mhm.
bought that one, and I bought 4 of the Hot Toys ones, so I could do the other 2 outfits as well. And then I did the same for Gwen, but instead of buying 4, I bought 3 because I didn't buy the Young Rich Gwen version. So I bought 3 from Hot Toys so I could display her with the mask on, one without the mask, and then just hold the third one.
Mm.
But I can't wait for them to come in because they look beautiful.
Oh, they look amazing, man. I just can't wait either. You know.
By the way, I just looked it up. It is December 27 that Spider-Man's coming out,
Oh,
not
is it?
November.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was November, December 27th. So Aiden says anything on the Mark 85 or Pennywise coming out. Yeah, the Mark 85 has to be out anytime soon. My prediction is probably November. Anytime in November. Pennywise is supposed to be out, I think, this week. That's what we were told. And again, Hatus has been pushing staff longer. Like that's exactly what happened with Ahsoka, which Ahsoka was supposed to be out like 2-3 weeks ago and still nothing yet. Pennywise, I was told end of the month, so we still have a couple days left. So fingers crossed, tomorrow or Friday we should see Pennywise coming out. And that's basically it for tonight, guys. I just want to say thank you everyone for joining us. AC sent me a message so he couldn't make it, so he apologizes. Sorry for that. Aries, my friend, thank you. What do we have? What should we expect from the cantina?
Well, thanks for having me on. Always good to be on here, my friend, for sure. You can expect, we got another market chart show coming out sometime late tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. So take a look, be on the lookout for that. And I am going live again for Halloween Eve on 6 p.m. on Saturday with the market show live. I think you're on that as well, Dante. You might
Yep.
join a little bit late, but you're on that one.
I'll be there.
And then, so that's what's going on. So look for something tomorrow and look for me Saturday. But you were mentioning Friday, and I didn't know if we were taking off this Friday or if you were going to do it.
Yeah, Friday. I mean, I have to think because I honestly thought that I had this Friday, but then I realized I had it last Friday. So I'm gonna be doing every Friday. I actually got crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna have something for Friday, but maybe not night, but maybe in the morning. Maybe the what's next, because a lot of people are asking me for the next episode. So I'm gonna probably gonna work on that tomorrow. Let's see what happens tomorrow, and then we have a what's next on Friday. So Fabio, when is Avatar 5 coming out?
Well, so now, shut up. So I have no, I finally have my tour recorded. So we're making progress. We just have to, what we got to do, but it's coming very
Too
soon.
much. He's putting too much CGI in the movie, I think.
In the movie. But no, it's gonna be. I hope you guys like it. It's gonna. I'm doing a lot of different like videos and stuff, so once I mash them together, they'll look decent. It's not just gonna be like a whole normal walkthrough like the first one.
Nice. So stay tuned for that. Finally, we're gonna do a premiere for that collection tour. So we're gonna have a red carpet. So you're more than welcome to assist to the premiere, because it's gonna be a trilogy too. So it's gonna be 3 parts. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
No, it's gonna be 3 parts. One part's gonna be like an overall. Then the second part's gonna be the big cases behind me, and then the third part's gonna be all the details.
Man, I wish I had my
Wow.
friend's Anthony's skills with editing. So I should have, would have put something like that.
You wish. I wish I had his skills. I would have already.
He says, Benjiful Canadian says, release the Fabio cut of the collection tour. Yeah, I know. Oh man, this match has been forever, man. It's just funny.
I apologize, but it's coming.
No, it's fine. No, I mean, he has like a huge place, so it makes sense that he takes longer.
No,
Plus,
I gotta
he doesn't know how to use the camera, so that's another thing. But what's going on with me? Okay, so what's next? Episode 4, I think, or 5 is coming this week, either Friday or Sunday, one of those 2 days, we're gonna be on the live stream with my friend Aries, Sixth Scale Cantina on Saturday. Um, a lot of people telling me that they love this live unfiltered. So it's probably gonna be something that I'm gonna be doing on a weekly basis, maybe on Wednesdays or Thursdays, depending on the availability and time. I think for the next one, it's probably gonna be a Thursday because Wednesdays for me are very hectic. I literally just made it home, so and I don't think it's fair to you guys to wait for a show that then to be canceled. So most likely the next one is going to be a Thursday, just so we can have more fun. I can be more prepared. We can have the panel. This is going to be the usual panel: EC, Fabio, Aries, and myself, or any of them. It could be Aries and me, or it could be Fabio and me, or EC and me. But this is gonna be our panel for the unfiltered moving forward. A lot of people liked it, so I'm just want to say thank you so much for that. And that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Sixth Media. Become a member. We are close to 1,000 members. Don't forget to subscribe to my friend's channel. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video. Good night, guys.
See you guys.